my name is Tori, and today we're going to be talking about a website called Amazon Mechanical Turk, or Mturk for short. This is a website where businesses can post small tasks that require people to complete. They can be things like completing surveys, talking to other workers, giving product feedback, watching short videos, and the list just kind of goes on and on. This website really doesn't require any sort of special training or equipment to be able to work on the site, so just about anybody that has a laptop or a smartphone can log in and start making money right away. So a little bit of background on me before we get started. I have been working from home off and on for about the last 4 years, and I found that I had a lot of downtime, and I was looking for a way to make some extra money while I was already sitting at my computer. So I stumbled upon reviews of Amazon Mechanical Turk, and some of the reviews were good, but a lot of them were also very bad, saying that you would be doing tons of work for just a little bit of pay. Why not give it a try? And I've been using it for about 3 months. I will give you guys my honest opinion of this website, and I will show you how to navigate it and even show you how much money I have made over the course of the last 3 months. So let's just jump right in.
Alright, so once you've created your Mturk account and logged in, you'll be taken to the hits page. This is where you can see all of the available tasks to work on, which are called hits. As you can see, there are pages and pages of them. This list does include ones that you may not be qualified to work on yet, or that don't pay as much as you would like. Well, the first thing I do each day is I do filter out the hits that pay at least 45 cents and that I'm qualified to work on. We'll touch on this more in detail later, but in the beginning you may only qualify for the lower paying hits, so between a penny to 10 cents. As long as you are reading the instructions and completing the task in the required amount of time, you will start to qualify for higher paying hits. The first few days I would recommend just completing as many hits as possible to bump up your approval rating. So now that I've filtered out the hits, I can scan through and decide which ones I want to work on. I have heard a lot of people say that surveys are the lowest paying hits, but these are actually my favorite to work on because it doesn't take a lot of time to complete them, and I've already filtered them out based on pay, so I know that I'm not going to be completing a bunch of surveys for just a couple of cents. Now, most of these hits have a limit to how many times they can be completed, so if you want to work on it before somebody else does, you're going to want to grab it right away, and you do have the option to add it to your hits queue so that you can go back to it later if you want to keep scrolling for now. You can find your pending hits by clicking on the hits queue tab, and it will be organized by how much time is left to finish each one. If you do not have enough time to complete any of these tasks, or you decide you don't want to work on them, just click on the return button and it will send it back to the pool for other workers. Otherwise, you can get started by just clicking accept and work and following the instructions from there. Once you've completed a couple of hits, you can find them later by going to your dashboard. This will give you a breakdown of all the hits that you have completed over the last 30 days. It'll show you how many you've completed each day, how many were approved, how many are pending and have been rejected by the person that created it, and how much you earned that day. A requester has up to 30 days to approve a hit, otherwise they are automatically approved. It's set up this way so that requesters can verify that you are reading the instructions, that you aren't a robot, or just clicking on random answers. If you fail to complete the task correctly, your hit may be rejected, meaning you won't get paid for your work. Unfortunately, I have heard some people having hits rejected with no explanation as to why from the requester, so do use this site at your own risk, but honestly, I've not had this experience, and most of my hits are approved within the first 24 hours of submitting them. Over the course of the last 3 months, I have completed a total of 363 hits. 4 of those were rejected, which gives me an approval rating of 98.9%. 3 of those hits were rejected in my first week of using the site. Now, this is important because the better paying hits do require an approval rating of roughly 99%, so it's important that you are reading the instructions carefully for each task if you do want to be able to earn more than just a few cents per hit. But so far with my 98%, I am still seeing that I have quite a few hits that pay me about 40 to 50 cents. Now, the real question is whether I did make any money during this time. I want to start by saying I have not been logging in every single day, and when I do, it's only for about a half an hour or an hour each time. I have managed to earn a total of $207.14, which averages out to 57 cents per hit. Now, this might not seem like a lot, but this does include a lot of those hits in the beginning where I was only being paid a couple of cents per hit. When you think about it, 57 cents really isn't that bad for just completing a quick survey or watching a short video. But the best way to earn money from the site is to use it sparingly. So just log in a couple of times a day at the most. Always try to look for higher paying hits, and definitely skip any hits that pay you less than 10 cents because honestly, they're just not worth your time. In the end, I'm going to give this a rating of 3 out of 5 stars. And that is because because yes, you can make money on this website. Overall, I find it very easy to use. I have been able to earn money off of it, and for that I do like it. However, there's not a lot of regulation on here, so businesses can post tasks that only pay you a couple of cents, and you really don't know how long a task is going to take before you get started. So sometimes you might click on a task and start working on it and realize that it's going to take you a lot longer than you expected. So either you finish it or you back out and you've wasted that time and now you're not going to get paid for it. Also, there isn't any support from Amazon. There are ways that you can report issues, but you're not going to have any help from an actual representative from Amazon.
Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope that you did like it. If you tried this website, please let me know how it went. Now, I do want to give a big shout out to Amy TV. She's so motivated. You need just motivation for life on staying productive, or if you want advice on how to have your own business, check her out. But honestly, I never thought I would be putting myself online. I figured if I could have that impact on even one person, just a little bit, then it would be worth it. If you have any suggestions for other things that I can try, I would be happy to hear them. Totally open to trying some new things. And if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time.